What's up, guys? I tell you, this story is the story that just keeps on giving. SOHO Karen is in the news. I just did a video about her the other day, and I thought I was finished with this crazy broad, but no, she's back in the news. She did get arrested like I predicted, but there's some other things I didn't predict, and we will get to that right now, as a matter of fact. The woman who was caught on camera attacking and falsely accusing the teenage son of jazz musician Kenyon Harold of stealing her phone in a New York City hotel was forcibly arrested, police said. So here's where I was wrong. Okay, let me read some more. Ventura County officers coordinated with the New York City Police Department to arrest Miya Ponsetto, 22, on a fugitive warrant in front of her home in Peru, California on Thursday, according to the Ventura County Sheriff. A spokesperson for the Ventura County Sheriff told NBC News Thursday Ponsetto did not stop her car after officers contacted her until she reached her home. Officers forcibly removed Ponsetto, of course they did, from the vehicle, saying she resisted arrest. Of course she did. Refused to get out of the car and tried to slam a car door on one of the deputies. She is nuts. I'm telling you, she's nuts. The spokesperson said it was not immediately clear what charges Ponsetto faces, but she awaits extradition to New York. The New York DA has already said they're going to prosecute her for assault. And I think they're even going to prosecute her for attempted theft, because she did try to steal the phone from this kid. So here's where the story gets strange again. Now, I went... First video I said that I thought she was checking in when this happened, and she just realized her phone wasn't there, and she just panicked. Then I went back on that. I said, well, maybe she did check out and just came back to the hotel. Now she is saying... Let me just read it here. An interview on Thursday, attorney Sharon Gadden said her client, who was not a guest at the hotel but was intending to check in, so I was right the first time, briefly left her items unattended in the lobby when she went to retrieve an item from Starbucks in the restroom. This girl's not altogether there. She left something in Starbucks in the restroom. Something else. It wasn't the phone, because she got whatever she came with. Well, let me read some more. When she came out, Ponsetto realized her phone was missing and asked several people in the lobby, including an Asian gentleman, whether they had taken her phone. So here's the scene. She checks in. She's about to check in. Okay, well, let me back up even more. She went to Starbucks, went to the bathroom, left her purse or something in Starbucks. I guess maybe the Starbucks is on the corner or something to this hotel. She takes her luggage into the lobby of this hotel to check in. She realized she left her purse or whatever it was, her hat, who knows, in the Starbucks. She leaves her stuff unattended in the lobby, goes back to the Starbucks to retrieve whatever it is, her purse, whatever. Then she's coming out of the bathroom at Starbucks and realizes my phone is gone. That doesn't make any sense, though, because she was coming out of Starbucks. So did she think she left it in the lobby? So when she came back to the lobby, it was missing, and then she thought, oh, someone in this lobby stole the phone. I think that's what happened. It's not sure, because something's wrong with this woman. We will get that in a minute. I think that's all the new information we have from this article. We've been all through this stuff about her saying she suffers from anxiety attacks and whatnot. Here's some charges that she's had against her in the past. I didn't mention this last time. I'm just missing it in passing, but this is more specific. Ponsetto was charged with public intoxication and battery for a Beverly Hills hotel incident on February 28th. What is with her in hotels? According to a court document, she was arrested on May 28th from driving under the influence in Van Nuys, California. Court documents show. A hearing for the charges related to the Beverly Hills incident was scheduled for this month. She's gonna miss her court date for this because they just extradited her to New York. In September, a judge at Van Nuys Courthouse West sentenced Ponsetto to 3 years of summary probation after she pleaded no contest for driving under the influence. So she's already on probation. She's about to get charged for something for public intoxication. And now this girl has been in a lot of trouble. She's about to get prosecuted in New York for attempted theft and assault. So that's where we are. But it gets better, guys. It gets better. And this is trending on Twitter. She did an interview right before she got arrested with Gayle King. So let's just go. And this is, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to.
The woman caught on camera physically attacked.
Okay, I'll just point out before I start, this has been already viewed 4.7 million times. So let's watch what, okay.
The woman caught on camera physically attacking a black teenager and falsely accusing him of stealing her cell phone has been arrested in California. It happened last night. You might remember this video. Miya Ponsetto approached 14-year-old Keon Harold Jr. at a New York City hotel last month, accusing him of stealing her phone. His father, jazz musician Keon Harold, recorded the encounter and accused Ponsetto of racial profiling.
We have what you see two black people.
No, I'm not letting him walk away with my phone.
Now, the video shows Ponsetto trying to stop the teenager from leaving the hotel lobby and then rushing toward them. Hotel surveillance video shows the 22-year-old woman tackling Keon Jr. Now, he never had the phone. It turned up several minutes later at the hotel. New York City detectives went to California yesterday to coordinate Ponsetto's arrest in connection with the confrontation. She was contacted at a traffic stop in Ventura County near Los Angeles. Officials say that police had to pull her out of the car when she refused to get out. Now, in an exclusive interview, we had just done that interview.
Let me just point out here, now that we have a close-up of her, it's obvious that she's not completely white. That doesn't really mean much because people of color can be just as racist against black people. Particularly, I think she said she was Puerto Rican. I think I read somewhere she's Puerto Rican, or her lawyer said she's Puerto Rican and Vietnamese. Looking at the texture of her hair, it's very apparent to me that she is mixed with something. She could have been raised, and I think the area she's in is actually a pretty white area, but she could have been raised with white people and have racial attitudes toward black people. I've seen and met Puerto Ricans who are super racist. There's a popular video on YouTube about this drunk Puerto Rican getting mad at this black Uber driver, and he starts talking all this crap about Trump and how he voted for Trump, and he's trying to make this black guy mad because he says he voted for Trump, just assuming this Uber driver even cares about politics or even cares about Trump for some reason. But he just assumes, oh, this black guy, he's a black guy, he must hate Trump, so I'm going to say I voted for Trump. He probably did because there's a lot of racist Puerto Ricans. But let me continue here.
Yesterday afternoon, her lawyer spoke with us before she was arrested. They told us that NYPD had not yet contacted them. Miya, help me understand. What made you think that Keon had your phone? That's why I'm confused. Why did you think he had it?
I was approaching the people that had been exiting the hotel because in my mind, anybody exiting is probably the one that might be the one that is trying to steal my phone. I admit, yes, I could have approached the situation differently or maybe not yelled at him like that and made him feel, maybe some sort of inferior way, making him feel as if I was like hurting his feelings, because that's not my intention. I consider myself to be super sweet. I really never ever meant for it to like hurt him or his father.
You were oh God, I just have to stop it. You're accusing somebody of stealing your phone, and you're saying you didn't mean to hurt his feelings. What? How? That doesn't make no. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. What is wrong with this girl? Let me just point out too. Look at what she's wearing. Why is she wearing a hat that says "Daddy"? And look at what she's wearing under her jacket. I'm just going to play the video and let you see what I'm talking about here.
either.
Are you saying that you were stopping everybody in the lobby, asking them about your phone? Is that what you're saying?
Not everyone, just the people that in the meantime, while the hotel manager was checking the footage, I just wanted to do my part as best as I could.
You just described yourself as super sweet. I know you've seen the video. When you look at the video, the reaction seems very extreme. It doesn't seem like it's someone who's super sweet.
How would you feel if you were alone in New York and you're going to spend time with your family during the holidays, and you lose the one thing that gets stolen from you that has all of the access to the only way that you're able to get back home?
I just don't think I would randomly attack people, is what I'm saying to you. I know you said you could have handled it better, but I just don't think I would randomly attack people in the manner in which you did. What do you think when you look at that video? You're standing there in your leggings and your flip-flops, and it looks like you're just going nuts, for lack of a better word.
No, I'm not letting him walk away with my phone.
I don't feel that is who I am as a person. I don't feel like this one mistake does define me, but I do sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, apologize that if I made the son feel as if I assaulted him, or if I hurt his feelings or the father's feelings.
I don't believe one mistake defines anybody, but I think when I look at that particular video, you did more than just accuse him. The video seems to show that you physically attacked this young boy. You do see that too, right?
But at the end of the day, the dad did end up like slamming me to the ground and pulling my hair and throwing me and dragging me across.
Yeah, he did those things because you were attacking his son. Listen, I got 2 daughters. If somebody plays a hand on my daughter, I don't care if it's a woman or a man, they're getting put down. She is flipping crazy
across the ground, so I will say that.
Yeah, but I think, the video we saw, it looked like you had just attacked his son.
Yeah, the footage shows me attacking his son. Of attacking him how? Yelling at him? Yes. Okay, I apologize. Can we move on?
I know you're saying I don't need to, I just want to apologize, but I do think that there should be some context to your actions that day.
Okay, so basically, I'm a 22-year-old girl. Racism how is one girl accusing a guy about a phone a crime? Where is the context in that?
Miya,
what is the deeper
Miya,
story
it's
here?
not, that's not the problem. You have to at least understand your actions that day. You seem to have attacked this little boy, this young boy, this teenager. You seem to have attacked this teenager about the phone, and then it turned out he didn't even have your phone. That's the thing. I mean, you're saying, look, I'm 22 years old. You're 22 years old, but you are old enough to know better. So I will say you're 22. I get it.
Enough. The hotel did have my phone. The hotel did end up having my phone. I did get my belongings returned to me.
All right.
Oh, wow.
All right, Gayle.
Enough.
That was my favorite part. Enough. Now, the Harrell family's lawyer released a statement last night. They said this is not about an apology from someone who until a few days ago was claiming she did nothing wrong and, in fact, alleged that Keon Harrell Sr. had assaulted her, someone who targeted a 14-year-old black teenager because of the color of his skin. We'll have more of our interview with Miss Miya Ponsetto on Monday. I actually felt for the attorney there who was really trying to help her. And then, when she interjected, Miya would get upset about that. She insisted that she's not racial profiling. She has an explanation about that. No. And, it was reported that an Uber driver returned the phone. She says that's not true. So she wanted to make an apology, but as I said to her in the interview, I'm not sure you're helping yourself here.
Well, the point is, he didn't have her phone.
No, he did not.
And?
He did not.
Interesting choice of hat, by the way.
Yeah. Also, the point is the video footage is pretty clear, and she doesn't seem quite ready to acknowledge what it shows.
Her lawyer, Sharon, sitting by her side, tried to help her. It's interesting you would point out the hat because Sharon said, you might want to remove that hat.
Yeah.
And she refused to do that, too. So it was an interesting afternoon. And at the time, I said, have NYPD been in touch with you? They had not. So it was interesting that right after that interview, that she was stopped and then arrested.
Well, she said she didn't understand why it's a crime. Well, she might learn now.
Yeah. Okay. It's a very sad story, though. Really,
it is a very sad story.
I think something sad about her and the fact that the trauma that she put this 14-year-old teenager through.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
Oh, my God. So I'm gonna go like I said in my last video. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I don't think it was about race. I think she is nuts. I just think she is nuts. Her history, just everything's pointing toward that conclusion. She could be racist though. I mean, I would like some confirmation that she was actually checking out other people. I mean, maybe the hotel manager could be interviewed and we could establish this. But it looks bad for her because there's this assumption about black teenagers that they're just criminals, and you know, she just sees a black kid and like, oh, you know, it could very well be racist. I'm not saying it's not, but sometimes people are just crazy or assholes. Let me give you an example. I used to work at this retail place. We had this regular customer who came in every week. And he was a black guy. He was an asshole, and he had been an asshole to me. This particular day he came in, he was serviced by a white girl that I work with, who's a great girl, not a racist bone in her body. He treated her bad. He left. She asked me if I thought he acted that way because she was white, and I was like, no, it had nothing to do with race. It's just that guy is an asshole. And some people are just. Sometimes it's just not about race. Sometimes people are assholes or, like I said, crazy. I definitely think this girl is the latter, though. Everything about it, the fact that she wore that hat, and Gayle said that her lawyer asked her not to wear that hat. What is with the hat? Daddy? The only thing I can think of is something sexual. Call me daddy. But that's usually something that a guy would wear, or I don't know. And that makes no sense to me. Oh, there's been some funny. I encourage you, look on Twitter with some of the comments. These people are just... When that girl said, Gayle, enough, we'd have to fight. I know it was via Zoom, but we'd have to Zoom fight. I don't care. Seeing that interview with Gayle King and noting how violent white light women always demonstrate an awareness of their ability to weaponize their proximity to white femininity against those who are darker. Her defense is that she's, that part where she says, I'm just a 22-year-old girl. I'm an innocent. Now, you know, would have sealed the deal. She would have said, I'm a white, innocent 22-year-old. I felt like, oh man, okay, my opinion is changing as I speak. It kind of felt like she wanted to say that. I'm a white 20-year-old girl. I would never do something like that. Like this person says, that really stood out to me as well. An adult characterizing themselves as a defenseless child to cultivate sympathy and invoke a centuries-old dog whistle when she attacked a teenager. Also, I just want to point out again, look at what she's wearing under this jacket. She's just sexualizing herself. She has a daddy hat on. There is something clearly off about this girl. And she's probably, I'll just go ahead and say, she's probably an animal in bed. I wouldn't doubt it. Probably an animal in bed. Be nice to get an interview with one of her ex-boyfriends if she has any. But yeah, it's really interesting. It's the gift that keeps on giving. I just started this new channel, and it wasn't even my thing to just going to appear on my coffee club channel. It wasn't even my plan to have Karen videos. I just thought I'd put a Karen video here because that is kind of related to technology, is what the YouTube channel was for, technology. I says, well, it was caught on camera. So, maybe that could be kind of related to the purpose of the channel. And it has, now I've gotten 3 videos up about this issue. So we'll see. I don't know. Maybe it'll be popular and I'll continue. I don't know. But yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for watching, and I will see you when I see you. Subscribe, hit that subscribe button.